NFT non-fungible tokens. The question is, how to value an NFT collection? I want to focus your attention on the intellectual property associated with NFTs by sharing with you 5 crucial points you need to pay attention to when you have to decide whether to invest in an NFT collection or not. In the previous video of the NFT series, I underlined the basics of NFT, blockchain and other concepts that you need to master if you want to understand this fantastic market. If you haven't watched this video yet, I put the link here and in the description below. In this video, I want to dig deeper regarding the NFT market and let you understand the different angles of NFTs. Before sharing these points, I suggest you subscribe to my channel and turn the notification on to be notified every time I upload a new daily video. If you like this type of content, tap on the like button as well. I have been studying the NFT market since July 2021 and at the beginning it was so hard even to understand the basics. I was asking myself this question: what is the real value behind a simple image? Why do I have to invest thousands of dollars to have a single image of a specific collection? Keep in mind that in this video I'm referring to the collections of NFTs that you can find on OpenSea.io, one of the most important marketplaces to buy and sell an NFT. An NFT can be practically everything: your car, an apartment, a watch, a digital representation. At the beginning, it was tough to understand how to move in this market because I couldn't determine the value behind a collection of images. These are 5 crucial points you need to pay attention to when you have to decide whether to invest in an NFT collection or not. Point number 1, community. First of all, you have to know that an NFT collection should be built around a community. The stronger a community is, the more value a specific NFT collection can have. Bear with me because I want to establish a nice conversation with you. Since in this YouTube channel I'm helping people to become infopreneurs by teaching the skills and the mindset needed, especially when you sell your intellectual property, is crucial to build a community of people around your brand. I repeatedly said that, especially for an infopreneur, you are the best product of your company, not your products or services. So, people fall in love with you first, and then they buy your products or services. This is why it is so important to develop your personal brand by creating a following on the most used social media platforms. Imagine having 100,000 followers that love you, love your content, and they follow you because of who you are. Let's suppose you want to create your NFT collection of only 3,000 pictures or a simple token pass that guarantees access to you and your intellectual property only for people who hold this specific token. In this case, you have 100,000 followers and only 3,000 tickets available to access your intellectual property. Only 3,000 people can have the opportunity to be part of your private community. This is the primary utility you need to understand when buying an NFT. The author's community around himself. I didn't make an important premise. I don't talk about NFT for speculative purposes. I don't like this idea and it is very risky in my personal opinion. Let's switch to the point number 2, the founder. A community of followers is not enough. Before deciding to invest in an NFT collection, I want you to answer these questions. Do you like the founder? Is he active on social media? Do you like the idea to be part of his private community? Why? Do you like his content? Are you interested in his experience or in the relationships he has built in years? Do you like his abilities and intellectual property? You have to answer these questions for yourself first, especially if you decide to create your private community, your own NFT collection. Most of the mistakes I made when I bought NFTs are regarding the founder. I invested in some collections because some YouTubers promoted the collection as the best project to be part of. Do not believe in YouTubers that sponsor a specific NFT collection. Do your own research, and when you don't find enough information, do nothing, especially if the founders hide themselves behind an avatar. No way. As I told you, I want to focus your attention on where an intellectual property is involved, where there is a trustable person or team that can deliver real value for the holders of the token. I want to point out an important aspect that I think will be more relevant in the future, especially for NFTs collections related to an author's intellectual property. In my personal opinion, the artwork will not have so much relevance. The most important thing you should focus on is the next point. Point number 3. Utility behind the collection. This is crucial to evaluate your investment. What does a specific token of that collection grant access to? You need to know it. Let's make a practical example. It is the best way to understand the utility associated with your intellectual property. Suppose you are an expert in investing in real estate. You have 200,000 followers on social media that follow you because of your knowledge and experience in investing in properties. You can create an NFT collection of 5,000 tokens with these utilities. Utility number 1. Everyone who has your token can access your live event on investing in real estate for 3 consecutive years. Since you have created this event only for the token holders, this is a very exclusive utility that the NFTs holders have to meet you in a live event. No one without a piece of your NFTs collection can access this live event. Utility number 2. 100 tokens of your collection allow the owner to get access to a mastermind group you organize 2 times per year via Zoom. This is a virtual experience with few people in your community. And keep in mind that these tokens have a higher value and a different rarity on your collection, and it is pretty easy to understand why. Utility number 3. 40 tokens of your collection allow the owner to have a 30-minute one-to-one online conversation with you on a specific topic you defined. Utility number 4. 10 tokens of your collection allow the owner to have a private conversation with you in the real world. For instance, thanks to this token, the owner can have a 1-hour lunch conversation with you. As you can understand, the rarer the token is, the most valuable will be the connection between you, the author of the NFT collection, and your client who possesses one or more of your tokens. Let's continue with the other 2 utilities. Utility number 5. All token holders get access to online courses about investing in real estate entirely for free. Utility number 6. Only 5 super rare tokens allow the holder to be mentored by you personally to learn how to invest in real estate step by step. Tons of other examples can be made, but the point I want you to understand is this. The token you buy has to grant you access to different real utilities, especially if they are connected to your intellectual property. It's time to switch to point number 4, investment. You need to be aware that every NFT you buy, every piece of a collection, is to be considered as an investment. You are investing in an asset, and since an asset can increase or even decrease its value, you are subject to the market fluctuations. At the same time, you are investing in your intellectual property. This is why this investment has 2 opportunities: to make money and increase your skills, knowledge, and experience based on the author's intellectual property associated to the collection. Obviously, the token you buy can increase its value based on the laws of demand and offer. Since there are only 5,000 pieces available, and we have supposed that the author has 200,000 followers, you can imagine that the demand could be higher than the offer. So, If no one of the token holders decide to sell the NFT, the floor price will increase exponentially. This aspect of an NFT is very interesting. Indeed, the owner of a token can sell the token itself to another person that wants to have access to the same benefits. Obviously, when he sells the NFT of a specific collection, he automatically loses the rights the token gave him previously, but he can also make a profit. Imagine a situation like this. You buy an NFT for the price of 0.3 Ethereum. You hold it for the next 2 years and you have access to all the utilities associated with the token. After 2 years, you decide to sell the token because you are no longer interested in the intellectual property and connections offered by the author of that specific collection. In this case, you not only got access for free to the intellectual property thanks to the NFT, but you can make a profit by selling your token to someone else. This is a game changer in the info business model. Indeed, you didn't buy an online course that you can't resell, but you have bought an NFT that granted you access to the author's intellectual property for a defined time. This is amazing. The last step, point number 5, funds. This final perspective is directed to someone who wants to launch its NFT collection. When you create an NFT collection and someone decides to invest in it, it's like you are releasing stocks of your company. If you have the following, you have credibility, your followers can invest in your company in exchange for your intellectual property. In this way, they are financing the creation of your company. This last point is crucial. You don't have to go to any financial institution to ask for money to build your company because ordinary people help you with their money. This is why it's so crucial to invest your time to create your personal brand first by sharing your knowledge and experience in social networks first. Just to resume, these are the 5 points to value an NFT collection, especially from the intellectual properties point of view. Point 1. Community. Point 2. The founder. Point 3. Utility. Point 4. Investment. Point 5. Funds. That's it. If you find the information I shared valuable, or if you think this information can help other people, feel free to share the video with anyone you want. It's a pleasure for me, and do not forget to subscribe to my channel and turn the notification on to be notified every time I upload a new daily video. If you like this type of content, tap on the like button as well, and let me know your point of view by leaving a comment below. Keep in touch in the next video.